Hello and welcome to the stream. Today we are playing a new game to us. I've not played it before. This is Strange Horticulture. Kind of an occulty, spooky game, I guess. So, kind of see how it goes. But without further ado, let's begin. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or more likely, exchange unpleasantries. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is short in supply at street level in this town. Recently, the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. There is much to learn, but one thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. Day 1, Friday. The game features some small text. If you're having difficulty reading, you can hold Shift to zoom in. Okay. We found it. An excerpt on the elusive wandering Boo. Come to the library in Ambleside, and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the gilded dendra that might be of interest. Simon. P.S. Give Hellbore a good scratch behind the ears for me. Okay. You can water plants using the water can to earn will to explore. Okay, where's my... Okay, I can organize. That's nice. Watering can. Watering? Hey, this is going to be a slow, cozy game, I guess. Hey, can we overfill it? No. Okay, wait. Ambleside. Let's see, can we find Ambleside? Daughters, Serdi, Merton, Arnside, Black Marrow, Kirkwood Seed, Ludwig, Floric, Haverthick, Rustland, Hawkland, Seafell. I'm not seeing Ambleside. Oh, Shift really does zoom in. If it's arm. Oh, there we go. The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simon, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today she's grinning ear to ear, and I can't wait to can't wait to show me what she's found. Gilded dendra. Do not drink the sap of this bright plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to the dendra's miasma. A sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. So called because of this fungus, Blue Wanderer in Blue can move slowly in the dark. It has been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form beautiful flowering vines. They are also quite hard and sharp, earning this plant the nickname Finger's Bane. Okay. Okay, take a closer look at the plant. The smell is faintly off-putting, but not overpowering. Okay. So we can fill our will to explore. That's good. Just a nice little bit of watering the plants. Good thing they're digital, because I'd probably kill them if they were real. Mostly out of negligence. I think that's almost everything. I can't remember if I did this one or not. Maybe you can re-water plants. Oh, you can. Small red berries. Blue flower, light, airy scent. Okay, the flowers are soft purple with a sweet scent. It's pungent, but not unpleasant. The bulb is a soft yellow, and little leaves are waxy. Small leaves, delicate flowers. Smooth, waxy leaves. Creamy colored flowers. They smell wonderful. Smell is faint, but not overpowering. Not as spongy as most mushrooms. In fact, the undersides are somewhat sharp. Red warts protrude from the caps. Blue flowers, stiff leaves. Has a sweet scent like strawberry dipped in honey. The veined leaves have a waxy finish. Smells faintly of wood smoke, feels like rough glass paper. The flowers are red with a sweet scent. Oh, I have flower things over here too. Okay. Pink, single pink flower that smells pleasant. Has a scent that scratches at the back of my throat. Smells strongly of soured milk. Bad enough to make my eyes water. The leaves are coarse to the touch. Smells of nothing that I can detect. The flowers are made up of many smaller blue flowers. They smell pleasant. Okay. That probably comes in handy later. Ooh. Okay. Let's see what we got over here. Here, over there, nothing. Nothing. Okay, we'll probably end up sorting them. I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. Okay. Okay, so we did do that. let's check over here. What does Hawkshead? Hawkshead is a character full of tangled valleys, archways, and cobbled squares. Although most of the residents are honest, hardworking tradesfolk, it is still prudent to stay alert. When navigating the town's warren of lanes, I have noticed a shabby-looking character draped in a hood and cloak, following me from afar since I arrived. He is probably just a local eccentric, but in these troubled times, it's not worth taking the risk. Okay. Let's see what this does. Must have walked past the shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your day surrounded by plants. Come, I came here because I have an unusual request. At night I hear whispered voices, too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor and above me, but nobody lives there. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has got the better of me. I must find out what they're saying. St. Poppy's John. Okay. So we can start figuring things out. Labels. Some kind of coin. That's my zoom. Okay, she wants St. Poppy's John. St. John's Poppy, a vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draught that can greatly improve the imbiber's hearing ability. The flower of St. John's poppies are bright red with yellow center. Flowers are red with a sweet scent. That looks right. St. John's Poppy. Plant identified. Rewards. A book entry. Clavilium. According to legend, clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to change the sound settings on that. I wish there was little individual things. But if you listen carefully, you can hear the cat purring. Good morning. Bloody awful weather out there today. Good for the plants though, eh? Got a letter for you. Gosford is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days, I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in the cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of the town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermire soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. So Gosford. Okay. Alright, so south of Gosford on the northeast corner. Okay. Gosford. Boone, Westfall, Ravenswood, Barefoot. Gosforth, okay, just remembering. This is hard. We'll probably figure out the map a little bit better. Grasmere. Okay, we have forest up here, Gosforth, northeast, right? Northeast corner. The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature, away from the stench and clamor of Undermere. It is not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. Ooh, pretty. Can I put these in here? I can. What is this letter? Dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Blackbarrow. Keep it secret. That's fun. Gilbert Ames. Something's got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way round, down through Blackbarrow. Never did trust that sisterhood. Anyway, I'm here now, and I've brought Fennet from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get here. Okay, lemon dandy. Okay. Its curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to a peeled lemon rind. Among several medicinal uses, the flower of the lemon dandy is mostly associated with curling afflictions of the heart. Lemon dandy, yellow flower, maybe this one. It's the only one I have that's yellow. Leaves are coarse to the touch. That is not a lemon dandy. I don't know that I have a lemon dandy. Not that one. Maybe that one? Nothing I can detect. I don't think I have that. Curled leaves. Airy scent. Sweet scent. Delicate flower leaves. Small red berries. Smooth waxy. Not overpowering. Smooth and waxy. I don't think I have it. Yeah, I don't think I have it yet. just to make sure. Soft and purple, light and airy, buttery scent, waxy leaves, delicate flowers, green colored flowers, blue leaves, and I don't know that I have any. Lemon dandy. That'd be my only guess. Ooh. What is that now? Okay. Maybe I have to look where he had trouble getting through. Through back burrow. Interesting. Back burrow. Well, I don't know where it is then. Might have to look this up real quick. Okay. Acquired new plant. Awesome. Well, that one is lemon dandy. Okay. I see it now. Okay. Phase Swift. My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman and her face hidden behind the mask, and next to her a terrifying black skeletal creature. It stood tall, its revolting head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of an expression about its features. It seemed to be laughing. But not the joyous laughter of a child, a sick, horrifying laughter that chilled me to the first breath of like the first breath of winter. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. Forest camphor. The strong-smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful sulfuric effect, making it a common ingredient in sleep draughts. The camphor produces a beautiful round, dark blue cluster made up of many small flowers. It's gotta be this one. Dang. Butterdale. Often found growing in clumps on the valley sides, butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. The dark green leaves can be stewed, then mulched to form poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. I have that one somewhere. I think it's that one. No, not that one. Got any wandering boo? That's always remind me of, oh, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the Wanderer. Anyway, the boo, if you've got it. Wandering boo. Wandering blue, so called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark. It has been known to cover distances up to several meters. Okay, I think it's either this one or that one. Those are the only two mushrooms I have. There we go. Lady of Summer, the leaves curl around delightfully, which combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature make this a sought-after ornamental plant, aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. Okay. Hills northeast of Back Barrow. This one or this one? The weather changes fast out in the hills. What starts as a gray morning has turned into a bright sunshine. Yes, it is a new game. Hello, Nana. Yeah, this is kind of a cozy, occult flower shop game. So we look at flowers, we find out which ones are what, and we give them to people who come for various reasons. So it's just kind of a cozy, slow burn game. Anyway, back to this. The weather changes fast out in the hills. What started as gray morning has turned into a bright sunshine. A good thing too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over, a cloak of unwelcome shade. New plant. This one is supposed to be poisonous. Red fruit, long flat leaves. We got that from our clue. Yep, let's put this away. Well, I don't know much because I've only ever played it for half an hour so far. But it's kind of interesting. You water plants, and then they give you exploration points, and then you explore map parts to find things, and then you can look at plants to see attributes of the plants, and then customers come in and they ask for plants, and then you check your book and you find the plant and you pair it with the description. Nope, that's the wrong one. And then you can tag it so that it's what it's asking for. But it's kind of cozy. Got a little cat here. You listen carefully. You can hear it purring when you give it some pets. But there's day one. What is this? Row H, the third river. Okay, H, third river. I need to remember that. Man, I should probably... grab some paper so that I can remember. Because I don't know if I get to keep these ones. Row H, third river. Okay. It started when she found something that she was not meant to find, a book tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. Day 2, Saturday. Oh, I get to keep it. Okay, yeah, go ahead and lurk. I don't mind that. Okay, row H, third river. H, 1, 2, 3. I got an achievement. A dead deer in the river, yellowed bone protruding from the matte hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. Ooh, new plant. What this one's description is, the dark blue petals are soft and feathery to the touch. My fingers ache from handling this plant. Okay. We'll take some time watering our plants. Oh, come on. Okay. Hello, cat. There we go. Isidore Burbridge. Bring me a sample of Apis demyssus, and be quick about it. That damn cat is setting off my allergies. Shouldn't have an animal in the shop like this. Okay. Apis demyssus. Ooh. I don't know what Apis demyssus is. Okay. Sleeping draughts. Affliction of the heart. Bird create a draught that greatly improves hearing. And gold fungus keeps slow dark. I don't know what he wants. Apis demyssus. I think we might have to go back to Ambleside. Okay, that was a waste of time. Okay, let's look through the rest of the book then. Bishop's Parasol, Dark Damp Places, Stomach Pains. Been found in clumps on the valley side. Buttersdale used for centuries to cure all manner of skin rashes. According to legends, clavilium now used to openly lock. Potent abilities only safe to consume in small amounts. Okay. Not camphor-y. An open fox button is considered by some contract with strangers. Gandhi root. Plant with medical properties can aid in digestive troubles. Poison. Okay, not that one. Curled leaves. Memory. Wax to allocate plant. Large amount of water it requires. Bound to secrecy. Pass unnoticed. Detect poison. Oh. I'm dumb. Apis dismus. It's up right here. The Latin name underneath. Gandhi root. Which I am going to guess is that one. Just kind of figuring things out. Make do. Beautiful flower made up of smaller florets. Make this a sought-after decorative plant, although it's difficult to care for. It may be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves again, its bare skin will result in painful sores. David Schaefer. Lake Undermere is looking fine in the sunshine today. Here's your mail. There's an old slate mine at Hard Knot that has some interesting looking fungi growing in it. I've never seen anything like them before. They seem to have found a niche in the damp, dark tunnels left by the tramways. I thought you might be interested. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Old slate mine, Hard Knot. Hard Knot. Hey. Ambleside, Hawkshead, Old Main, Hard Knot. An iron gate, rusted by years of abandonment, sits across the entrance of the tram tunnel. Rusted it may be, but it won't budge. Locked. Clavium. Clavium is heart-shaped leaves. Maybe this one? That's clavium. Aguria. When burned, incense made from woody stems can enhance psychic abilities. Okay, that's fun. Let's close that, put that away. 3 plants. New plants acquired. And let's give them water. No, this is very nice and cozy. Wandering blue. Okay. We may start sorting things now. Mushroom. Multi-flowery kind of thing. Lemon dandy up there. That one. And as well. That one over here as well. It's kind of a, I don't know, large leaf plant. That one looks fungal as well. And that one. Multi-flower. More or less single flower. 1 to 2 flower. That's a plant kind of thing. What's this one? I'm guessing that's fungal. We'll put that over here. We'll do a lot of sorting later, eventually. Reuben Ward, I'm headed to Grisdale Forest, investigating a possible murder there. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. The Sisterhood are a secretive lot, and they're not keen to talk to me. Their leader, the Arda, or whatever they call her, she's dead. My instinct is they're hiding something. I was hoping you might have some fox button that could help me win them over. Fox button. Thick, shiny leaves growing in opposite pairs on the stem. Offering the fox button is considered by some representative of a contract friendship between strangers. That is not it. Okay. Maybe that one. And maybe that one. Small, delicate leaves. And let's check this one. Okay. It was a good thing I picked that one first. Brimlock. Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by the draught made from using leaves from the Brimlock plant. It has warming effects that protect against extreme cold when conditions are right. Okay. Let's see what our next customer has. Victoria Gray. Back again. I was able to make out the whispered voices last night with the help of St. John's Poppy. There's a medium using the room, illegally I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievers. Is there a plant you know of that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away? I need my sleep. Harlequin Blue. Harlequin Blue. Okay, the bushy blue flower heads die back. They release seeds with a downy pappus which assists in wind dispersal. Once dried and hardened, the stem can be used as incense as they burn out high-pitched shrieks, widely believed to be the spirits of the dead souls trapped within the plants. Okay. Harlequin Blue. Maybe? Looking at that, that could be it. Oh, guessing is good sometimes. Shimmerlung. The dried stems of Shimmerlung. Probably that one. burns very brightly and noisily, letting off a near blinding white-purple light. Flowers grow wrapped in large, rigid leaves. Something about that. Don't think I have anything specific I need to go out for, but I feel like I need to use it. Thin crack runs down the rock face, widening as it nears the ground, just wide enough for a man to slip through, but there's a problem. A large boulder blocks the entrance, too heavy to move. Farmer's worry. Spongy mushroom with potent abilities. I'm guessing that one because that's what I have. No. Need to be careful. That wasn't Farmer's worry. I must be better prepared next time. Oozing from the underside. Yeah, I don't know that I have that yet. You may have heard the rumor that our Arda is dead. May Arduina bring her spirit peace. The nature of her death is unusual. The Sisterhood does not often look to outside help, but this is beyond our knowledge. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you entry to the forest. To be assured of your discretion, we require that you use Mary's breath to bind yourself to secrecy. Have I used Mary's breath yet? St. John's poppy, Gandhi root. Mary's breath. Wide, waxy leaves allow this plant to collect large amounts of required water. I'm guessing either that one or the other one. Okay. What's this letter say? Ooh. We have failed in our duty. As protectors of the forest, our secrets have been stolen and the Arda has been murdered. You will find us deep in the Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lake shore across from Torver. Please help us. Yours in hope, the Sisterhood of Arduina. Okay. Okay, Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lake. Where was Grisdale? I feel like I went there before. Back Barrow, Undermined, Amber's Lake, Grasmere. Maybe it was Grasmere that we went to. Grisdale. And Grisdale Forest. So either there or there. I'm guessing there or there. As soon as I step off the road, two members of the Sisterhood step out and remind me that this is their forest. I am not welcome here. I try showing them the sister's letter, but they tell me I'm in the wrong place and move to help me without any... move me along without offering any help. Okay. I need to water some more plants. Okay. So 1 block is a mile. I tried there. We're deep in the Brazil forest, a mile from the lakeshore, across from Torver. Okay, so I went the wrong direction. There. Okay. It's in there somewhere. We'll just have to water flowers until we get enough to try again. Okay, so Rosedale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore, across from Torver. So either there, not there. Okay. Definitely not getting this correct. At least we're making sure all our plants are watered. Let's see. We tried there. That's a mile off. Okay, we'll move on. I'm this close to reporting you, half-wit. The last plant you gave me has made my skin furiously itchy. I'll have your little shop shut down and torn to the ground if you don't make this right. Butterdale or Meekdew? Oh, wrong one. Butterdale, often found in clumps and valleys. But Butterdale has been used for centuries. Dark green leaves can be stewed. Smooth and waxy, or Meekdew. Meekdew, beautiful flower made up of many smaller florets, make this a sought-after decorative plant, although it is difficult to care for. Pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin result in painful sores. I think I gotta do the Butterdew. Or Butterdale. Okay. Don't know that I have any leaves that look like that. Maybe that one. Yes, that one. Awesome. Dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances as they are highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and then death. A cross-section of the stem shows a distinctive xylem and phloem of Storian. Okay. Okay. We're done with our daily stuff. We're going to take another stab at this. Okay. That one? Okay. I don't know if that's a timed one or not. Okay. I'm just taking it too literally that it's a specific distance. The sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she lets me through. I am ushered into the walled courtyard, and then through a large oak door, a long corridor, and down a set of stone stairs, into a cool basement. Lying on the table, draped in silk, is the Arda. There is not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black, her mouth, her veins, her hair, all black as a raven's. Do you know what could do this? Asked my escort, set to work. Okay. Out of the way. Okay, wren. Long leaves. Of the wren are known to turn black in presence of certain poisons, and then can be used to detect them. Although it has no flower. Okay, none of that. So it's gotta be one of these. Smells unpleasant to those who have known death, and sweet to those who have not. That might be wren. Let's see. Kinda wanna guess that's wren. Alrighty. Sandfire. Gray sandfire was a tough outer bark and has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow, as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. The flame-like tendrils give off smoky scent, adding to the impression of a roaring fire. 2 plants. Okay. That one stays. Those ones are going to move up there. That one's going to go over here. Oh, that's slowly building. Cool. Oh, that's right. Farmer's worry. Which is a mushroom I don't have yet. That's right. Let's see what this one says. North of Haxhead, east of Lowick, west of Rustlin, south of Kringle Crags. The book both fascinates and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached the decision she would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. Day 3, Sunday. Okay. Not ready for that. North of Hawkshead. Criggle Crag. Okay. South of Criggle Crag, which is 15. Okay, I'm not seeing Hawkshead. Hawkshead. North of Hawkshead. So it's in that loop. East of Lowick. So 17E, E17. West of Rustland. It's got to be there. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair, vacant eyes fixated on nothing, a whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm, points. I follow his outstretched finger and am surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there hidden from view. Okay. Now I'm using this group. That one stays, that one stays. That one a little bit over there. That's either that one or that one, I'm guessing. I haven't given you pets in a minute. Good kitty. Wilbur Miller. I'm looking for a plant. Lady of what's it or something or other. No, I'm no green-eyed Dreyer, that's for sure. My mind isn't all what it used to be. It's the one that's supposed to help with mental medicine. Lady of Summer. The leaves curled around delightfully, which combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature make it the sought-after plant for ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory and old age. I'm guessing this one. Huzzah! Fennet. Chewing the rough roots of this plant is said to ease gastric distress and reduce anxiety. That sounds fantastic. They're saying the art has been killed. I know a lot of people don't trust that sisterhood, but it seemed to me the Arda always looked out for the less fortunate. The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back. I would advise against it, but if you are determined to explore Great Gable, be sure to take precautions, knowing I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can keep you warm should the weather turn against you. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Okay, so what is that? Beyond the gap. Great Gable. After several hours of arduous hiking and scrambling, I am still somewhat distant from the summit. I am freezing cold and all ready to head home. I should do the sensible thing and turn back down the mountain unless... Brimlock. Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a drop made of the leaves using the Brimlock plant. It has a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. When conditions are just right, the cold winter Brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy. Small yellow flowers. Gandhi root. Don't think that's it. Let's see, what do we got here? Smooth, waxy leaves. Sunset Mount Cap. Sunset Mount Cap is a type of fungus with domed caps, sometimes called stinking mount caps. One of those, I probably surmise. Unpleasant odor is thought to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering a home, and is often placed in doorways, is mildly toxic to humans and should not be eaten. Ooh. New one. Gray-blue flowers with orange center. This plant is cursed. It has brought me nothing but sorrow. Please take it. I want nothing more to do with it. Ooh. New mushroom. Before that, though, red warts growing on top. I'll take it. Simone Green. Bellabor. Always a pleasure, my feline friend. I hope he hasn't been nibbling the plants again. I have a favor to ask. I know you owe me for the hours I spent digging out those information on those plants. I've been burning the midnight oil again and could use some common trouse, and I know where to find it. Okay. According to Grayson's herbology, it grows in abundance on the red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sidburg in the meantime. Common trouse. Red pike. Okay, where's red pike? Mark Adamore. Bridal Cave. Rundon, Stone Circles, Red Pike. Enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. The going is easy, the weather agreeable, the views majestic. I do not have to look hard to find what I'm after. goes over here. I need to remember that's what she's looking for tomorrow. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image. Verona Green. If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put on a bit of a show every now and then. Let the punters know what I'm capable of, sort of thing. Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little bugger called my bluff. Don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. I can assure you, he deserves to be turned into a toad. Anyway, I think the little display is needed to discourage this sort of behavior in the future. Have you got any Shimmerlung? I'm guessing Shimmerlung is a mushroom. That one. No. Large ridged leaves. Oh, that one. Candlewood produces a red flower that provides a shimmering effect, protecting against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Long stem. There's a beautiful plant I've been looking for all over, but nobody seems to have any. Something. Monk brew. I'm not sure. Do you know that you shouldn't touch the leaves, though? I have a mellow glow. I want to say meek dew. Real flower made of many sides. This sought-after plant is difficult to care for. Painful sores. You gotta be one of these, right? Red and flat. Delicate flowers. First guess that one. Flowers at the end of the stem. I want to say it's that one. Yes! Closed for the day. Ooh. What do we get this time? Time passed, a year, then another. The book remained hidden, but out of sight did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, what she brooded over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. Monday, day 4. A rainy day. I'm not doing terribly well at watering my plants, am I? An X marks the spot. I'm going to sit on this for a very long time. Unless that's like a coastal. There. The gentle sound of flowing water, the sunlight through scattered clouds, a reset. New plants acquired. Where did you put them? That's a puffball. Goes over here. I think that's the new one. We're gonna have to reevaluate this situation. The fox button was no help, I'm afraid. The sisterhood still refused to speak openly with me. Not that I have the time to pursue it properly. I'm rushed off my feet this week. There's been a body found up at the Swinside Stone Circle, and apparently it's a grisly one. Don't suppose you've got anything to help keep my lunch down. My stomach's never coped too well with the grisly ones. Nope. Fennett. Chewing the rough root of this plant is said to easily ease gastric distress, anxiety. Has long, soft leaves. No. Oh, yes. Ah, first guess. Witch fig. Plant that is said to have many uses, including easing the symptoms of infection, soaking up moisture, and detecting the presence of certain compounds. It is also well liked by butterflies, as a similar leaves to the fever kiss plant, which is often confused with. Okay. Okay, I need you down here. Oh my. Less flowery flowers. Okay. Actually, we're going to put the single blossoms up. Double blossoms down. A little bit better organized, I think. Morning. Verona Green handed me this for you. She seems to be in a good mood. I meant to tell you this yesterday, but it slipped my mind. I discovered a plant on the recent trip to Grisdale Forest, just northeast of Rustland. It was nothing like I've ever seen before. I could have brought it back with me if the sisterhood had given me a moment alone, but they seemed overly protective lately. Kind regards. Okay. So, Grisdale, northeast of Rustland. From the moment I stepped off the road, I can't shake the feeling I'm being watched. Suddenly, I find my way blocked by 3 women wearing green cloaks and holding short iron bows. Nobody may enter freely, although throughout the forest, by order of the Arda, says the leader of the trio. But I turn to walk back, but then again, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Have Mellow Glow? Mellow Glow. Among other uses of the plant, the most remarkable is that it can allow a person to pass unnoticed. Though not invisible, it's possible to become hidden. Sharp thorns protect from predators. It's got to be that one. No. Never mind. That one does have thorns, though. Now, Lady of Summer, not that. You don't have thorns. You have thorns. There we go. Collect. Caballia. Rare plant that is believed to help the dead find peace in the afterlife. Those who can afford its place wreaths made from it at the graves of one of their loved ones. Caballia flowers also almost always contain 6 petals. Finding a 7-petaled flower is considered to be good fortune. With the help of the mellow glow, I walk right past the sisters without them paying any heed. Chuckling to myself, I collect the plant that Verona talked about and take my leave. Okay, that one's got berries. Kinda fits here. The bulb is quite firm and turquoise in color. The orange fruits have no noticeable odor. I am afraid. The camphor you gave me is helping me to sleep, and I'm very grateful for it, but the visions are as strong as ever. The woman in jade mask appears in my dreams every night. She screams at me, but I don't know why, and behind her, that presence is always there, dark and dreadful. I don't know what to do. The dreams feel like a warning that I don't understand, a mosaic of color that refuses to come into focus. Some part of me wants to stare down that abyss, but I'm afraid. Argyria or Candlewood? Candlewood red fire provides a shielding effect against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Long thin stem grows among tall leaves. Maybe that one. Or Argyria. When burns the incense, I think that's that one. Incense made from the woody stem can enhance psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of vision and prophecies. Light blue flowers. Nope, it's not that one. Round tufts of the gentle lenswood characteristic of this plant. Swift grew up with her mother. Her father was rarely violent, but once is enough. When he struck her it finally broke the hold he had over her mother, and she fled into the night. The sleeping Fae held close. Fae often has vivid dreams, but is never considerate. Okay, that's chat log. Okay, that's interesting. This one, I think, is the one that will do that. Argyria. Worryless. Worryless is an aptly named plant. Inhaling the smell of the flowers is said to help ease symptoms of anxiety. That's nice. Right away. We don't come to Undermere often, but I heard about your shop, and I said to Francis, we simply must pay a visit. It's a wonderful breath of life in an otherwise dreary town. I'm the green-fingered one, and it's not really his cup of tea, but I persuaded him the trip would do him good, and besides, he'll be wanting to take the boat out on the lake. Shame about this awful weather, though. You must come to Sizerg. I have a small library with some books on plants that my grandfather acquired many years ago. I'm sure they will be of interest to a horticulturalist such as yourself. Sizerg Castle, Lady and Lord Elsbeth. Okay, where is Sizerg? Right there. I'm greeted enthusiastically by Lady Elsbeth herself. She is very talkative and has many questions on horticulture that I do my best to answer as she takes me on a tour of the gardens. Oh, you must take a sample of this back with you, she exclaims, pointing out a plant that I do not recognize. But before I can stop to take a look, she has already whisked me on to the next. And this one too, she says. I am quite exhausted by the time we make it to the library, and I don't have time to make as thorough a study as I would like. Nevertheless, I am able to find an interesting entry that I note down. Don't forget these, Lady Elsbeth cries, as I make to leave. She thrusts the plants from the gardens into my hands, and I thank her warmly. I need that one for tomorrow. Fever Kiss. The berries. I think that's Fever Kiss. Provide energy boost to last several hours. Leaves are pale in color. Okay, that one stays. That one goes clear over here with these ones. Philip Shaw. Mushroom. Red spurs. Moves in the dark. That's all I got. Any ideas? Oozing from the side, wandering blue is... Moves slowly in the dark, is known several meters long. I want to say it's that one. There we go. I already had it identified though. Well, thank you for stopping by for all the amount of time that you were here. I appreciate it. Have a good one. They're saying Black Comb is haunted now. Bradley Miller told me he saw the ghost of a huge deer, antlers and all, but then Bradley Miller also says he can talk to squirrels. Either way, there's something evil in them hills, and I'm not taking any chances. Awful what happened to that poor young man up in Swing's side. I've come for some stinking Mount Cap. So what? Stinking Mount Cap. I don't have the entry for that. Oh, Sunset. This one. Henchuck. The fruit of the henchuck can have startling effects on memory. Even small doses can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts it has been known to cause several severe amnesia. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure, growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance when cut open. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it's ready to harvest. Okay. We're gonna do one more day and then we're gonna call it. My throat is starting to get a little gravelly. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. She buried her husband there, miles to the east where the Everheart grows. At 15, her mother, strong, dependable, loving, was struck down by typhoid. The girl drew inward as her father turned to drink. Okay, let's find this thing. Northwest of the abbey. Abbey? Castle. Miles to the east. How many miles? 3. A dead tree, its bark cracked and blackening by fire, stands alone on the hillside. Off to one side, a patch of flowers grows on a low mound. The flower to spawn, not in the little things. Okay, that one goes over here. With these multiple floral ones. I've been really bad at watering my crops. What have you done to me? I see the woman in the jade mask everywhere, and that creature that stands over her shoulder. I almost feel like I can sense its desires. It is afraid of the sisterhood, that much is clear. It will lay waste to them. So much death, but it can be avoided with Arduina's protection. I do not know if I am awake or asleep even now. I feel the darkness tearing at my mind. Worry less. I wanted... Failing the smell of the leaves. Do I have worryless? I don't have worryless yet. I want to say that one, but not that one. Maybe that one? No. That one? No. Let's see. Oh, that has leaves. Worryless. We found it. Inhaling smoke from the burning of dried leaves of this plant can provide pain relief. Firm leaves grow up the stems, leading to blue flowers. Hop out. Let's see what our next one wants. Simone Green. I met a strange man on the road to Sedberg not 2 days ago. Stranger, he still asked after you. He said he had something for you. Don't ask me what. I told him where to find you, but he looked stricken when I mentioned Undermere. He said he doesn't come near towns at all if he can help it. He was headed west, at least I think he was. He said he was looking for Winster Spring. I'll write this down for you. Anyway, that's my news. Did you manage to find the plant I wanted? There we go. Common Trouse. And her note says, head west from Sedberg, possibly near the source of the river Winster. Okay, west from Sedberg. Possibly near the source of the river Sedberg. Or Winster. West. Sprint, Kent. Gloop. River Esk, Ear, Crake, Leven, Winster. There or there? There. The Hermit's Camp is easy to find, nestled between two boulders above the spring. The cooled remains of a fire ring the stones, and is only immediate sign that anyone was here. I call out, but there is no reply. The hermit is not here. A more thorough search of the campsite yields something interesting. Tucked off to one side, I discover some broken pieces of wood arranged on the floor. 12:3. Unless it's 12E or down to over 3? Three. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There, I guess. The camp at the Winster Spring has led me to another camp of sorts, where I am greeted by an eccentric man. Oh yes, yes, ho, 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 ho. The man says, you must take this, take that. Take it. At his insistence, I receive the looking glass that he thrusts into my hands. He places an envelope delicately on top. Ho ho, it's no use to me anymore. Ho ho, no use. Don't forget the red, the red, the red, the red. Ho ho, Abney. I am sure he is quite mad. What does this do? That's fun. What does the letter say? It is said the red ebony plante has the property of uncovering that which is hidden or sacred. I have perfected a device designed to use extract from the plante in concert with the viewing window in order to permit the user to see magics otherwise invisible to the naked eye. Okay, so do I do something like that and then that? Oh, nope. Okay, so it's just another one of those. Conrad Stanley. I'm not long for this world. I have decided that I want to be buried in a grave decorated with the rare and beautiful Camellia, like Dreyer huntsmen with their Drontium-covered tombs. Camellia. Do I have Camellia? Camellia. Your plant believed 6 leaves. 6 pendles. Okay. It's 5. That's more than 6. 5, 4, 5. Fennet, that has 6. That's 5, 2, 6. I think that could be it. Camellia. Eyebright. Take care not to touch its bright colored thorns. They will do no lasting damage, but they contain small amounts of venom that will cause a severe pain for the several days later. Probably that one then. Plant that only grows to the south of warmer climates. They call it loathe after a long dead king, known to improve eyesight at night, even in the darkest of places. Ooh, your reputation is growing, horticulturist. I heard you are the person to come to for plants that are difficult to acquire. My head feels like it's being torn in two lately. I'm looking for some hop heart. Chuck hop heart. Inhaling smoke from burning the dried leaves can provide pain relief. The leaves grow up the stem, leading to blue flowers. Maybe. Don't really have any other ones that are kind of bluish like that. There we go. Copper Caledonian. Plant that is rejuvenation effect. but most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize that it's a curse, not a blessing. Though you may appear younger, you will quickly become more frail and brittle. Red patches that are often seen grow on it are in fact a type of fungus themselves and not part of the plant. Interesting. Over on a green, Reuben Ward was called on my unique expertise to aid his investigation at the Swinside Stone Circle. Unique expertise, he knows how to flatter an old woman when he wants something. I thought about telling him to suck an egg, gave it a good long thought actually, but my curiosity has gotten the better of me. He must be desperate if he's coming to me, and I'll bet they've found something juicy down there. Signs of ritual sacrifice, maybe. I could do with some witch fig to take with me. Anyways, always comes in useful. Witch fig. I think I've done that one before. No, I've not. Witch fig. Plant is said to have many uses, including ease of symptoms, infection. The only one that might match that is this one. Fever Kiss. I don't think I've run into Fever Kiss yet. Fever Kiss, I'm guessing, is that one. Which means witch fig. Doesn't look like that. That one. Small yellow berries. That's the only one I can think it's going to be. Jacobsworth. People tend to be drawn to the unusual flowers of the Jacobsworth, but it is the leaves that have the most interesting properties. It is said they will point the way towards any person you wish to locate and have been used successfully to find many lost wanderers out in the fells. Give you a pat real quick, cat. I hope this is our last customer. Isidore Burbridge. I never see anybody in your shop. It's a daily surprise to me that you're still in business. Believe me, I wouldn't be here if I didn't have to be here, especially with that damn cat still here. I need some bishop's parcel for work-related matter. Mushroom. Around the tarp, damp places feeding on light that gets close to it, it can seem to draw light and envelop it in surrounding darkness. Gills are milky gills. So this one that was milky? That's the one that oozes. Milky fluid. Smells rotten. Small amount of light. Not that one. Maybe this one. Nope, not that one. So it has to be that one? Yes. Okay. Royal Genta. Sometimes called Everheart, the pink flowers of the Royal Genta are made up of two large kidney-shaped petals. I have that. One of the few known ways to release the bind of swift snare is to apply a paste created from the sap of Royal Genta. Okay, we're going to wrap up here. And that's going to be it for today. My throat is gravelly, and it's close enough to the normal amount of time that we go. So that's going to be it for today. I'm going to click end day, get the draw card, read that out, and then we're going to be done. Tomorrow I think we're back in control. And then maybe this on Thursday again. But we'll see. Draw card. The old man of Conistan looks out across the lake with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current, floating gently southwards to the fork. Not long after the girl left home, her father wept, but he was so caught up in his own grief that he let her go and did not look for her. Sounds like Faye, Swift Faye, or whatever her name is. Wednesday. We'll look at that later. That's going to be it for today. And thank you for coming out, watching, chatting, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you hopefully the next time. Bye.